Hello everyone, my name is Alexander Dunaev and I want to welcome you at Winter Data Meetup from EPAM Systems and datazencommunity. And I want to pass my word to Aleg Roman, VP of Data Analytics of EPAM. Yeah, Aleg, please.
Thank you, Alexander. Hello everyone. Let me do a quick intro, and I'm sure everyone is actually waiting for awesome content, which is still coming. Okay, so this event is powered by EPAM Data Practice. So people who are behind the datazen community, they are part of a data practice, and as you may all know already, we have a dedicated team of professionals which are focusing on anything related to data and analytics, data engineering, data science, machine learning, all cool tech behind data and data management. Also, as part of a practice, we have people who are specializing in certain domains, business domains and technical domains. And as you can see, there's some interesting numbers. If you guys don't know what data practice is, or you want to know more and you want to maybe join our practice, feel free to reach out to anyone who is a presenter in this community, and we can have a chat. Next slide, please. Okay, also I want to talk about global data and analytics trends, which we kind of can see these days. The answer depends on who you ask. If you go to the traditional source, like one of our agencies, like Forrester or Gartner, you can see some pretty cool kind of data points, like adaptable AI systems, metadata-driven data fabrics, decision-centric data analytics. All of that is true, but let's see if we can maybe simplify it a little bit more. How about we jump to the next slide? If we ask ChatGPT, funny enough, you see that there's some overlap. So again, we see the like in the data analytics, for instance, like advanced analytics is a trend of a days. Cloud-based analytics, I think ChatGPT is a bit late here. It's been a trend for last good 3 or 4 years. But if we go to the next slide, and if we ask EPAM data experts, and if we ask what are the global trends in the data analytics space, which we think will be the most impactful for our analysts and our engineers, then I would probably note these 3. So first of all, the rapid maturity of low-code or no-code tools. ChatGPT can be a good example. We basically get into the point where entry-level development tasks, including code generation, can be actually taken care by a tool. And that means that some of the demand for development workforce will be met by automation tools. At the same time, for us to stay relevant, we need to focus on expertise in actual technical and business domain. So instead of basically thinking of themselves as general data engineers, I think people start to think about data engineers in a certain space. In space, let's say, can be MDM, can be machine learning, or can be a specific business domain, like consumer and retail, or life science, and so on. Next thing is data governance. So data governance in a broad sense. We think that organizations, they will be focusing on developing frameworks which can help them to get actual value from the data and data analytics and the data assets. And that includes covering things like, well, traditional things like a data quality, data lineage, data catalogs, but also that means that people will be looking for new recipes, how to organize their teams around the data platforms, around the demand in the data space. And that means that knowledge and expertise in modern frameworks such as, like a data mesh, like product centricity, self-service analytics, will be more and more relevant going forward. And trend number 3, again, it's not the first year, it's been around for a couple of years, but it's getting more and more visible, is ML engineering and operation. So the services around AI ML, they're getting to the point where you don't need to be a PhD in data science or computational physics or applied mathematics to use it. So right now, they're available for every developer, every software engineer. And we will see more and more solutions which will be designed and built in a way that they're going to consume those services in shape and form of APIs or libraries to basically add more value to the standard application, standard software solutions. So it's no longer just AI/ML. Next slide, please. Now, community, specifically data Zen community and overall community, why is it important? The traditional, I've seen this slide in somewhere else, but it said intangible benefits. I disagree. I say this is the community is the way for us to deliver very tangible benefits. And if you look at the screenshot which I placed on the slide, some of you can maybe recall that this screenshot is taken from a keynote Arkadi's speech on our stream conference just the other month. And the network is the keyword here. So community, such as the DataZen and other communities, is the way for us to implement and run that network. So we are not relying on strict hierarchy as a large organization, but we still remain agile, nimble, and relevant to meet the business challenges. Let's move forward. Yeah, I think this is the point where I need to pass talking to Alexander, who's going to talk more about datazen community. And well, thank you very much for your attention.
Yeah, thank you very much, Aleg, for such introduction of EPAM data and communities. So yeah, I'm going to talk about datazen community. If you haven't heard about us, so we are biggest data community in EPAM. So we unite more than 3,500 of data specialists. Yeah, one of our main goal is to create a global knowledge sharing platform for data experts and IT specialists in different forms. So we do interviews, tech talks, podcasts, news digests, articles. So if you haven't heard about us, you can find us in social networks, in YouTube, Spotify, LinkedIn. Yeah, next slide, please. And so today we have Winter Data Meetup. It's our biggest data meetup. So 2 days, 20 speakers from 12 locations. So you will hear talks about different data topics and spheres: data science, big data, data analytics, and data visualization. So stay tuned, and you will listen to many interesting things. So, and yeah, how we will do it? Next slide, please. Yeah, so first, please open YouTube, directly YouTube, not in communities platform. You can just click on the top of YouTube player. Please ask questions in YouTube chat to our speakers, so they will have time to answer your questions. And please participate in voting in YouTube chat. Yeah, speakers will ask questions. You will ask interesting questions, so to understand our audience. And yeah, please actively participate in discussions in YouTube chat. So thank you. Let's wait for our next speaker.